I speaking to Ty from the esteemed Think Fresh podcast?
Yes, you are, good sir. What could I do for you?
Greetings. Well, it's really nice to get you on the horn here, Ty, because I saw your LinkedIn profile and I couldn't help but notice that there is not one mention of podcast superstar on there.
Bro, if you think I'm putting this torched podcast on my public-facing LinkedIn profile, you're you're off your meatballs.
You don't paywall your LinkedIn? Come on, man. That's the new strategy in 2022.
That's a good idea, actually. If you block it down, people assume you're important. It's like having more than 500
hmm
connections. Like you could have 501, no one's gonna know. 500
That's
plus.
what I strive to do actually. I'm hustling real hard to get to 501, and
Mm-hmm.
then I never need to accept another invitation again. Like, how many
Mm-hmm.
times do you get like, oh, Gerald wants to connect with you, and you're like, I've never met a Gerald in my life. Like, who the fuck
Mm-hmm.
is this?
Totally. So I've surpassed the 500 mark, which means
Oh,
I've basically won the LinkedIn game, and now I don't need to play anymore. Just kind of funny. It's like when
yes.
you beat the campaign in Halo or something, and then you never pick up the game again.
You're 10th prestige LinkedIn, and and I don't know where there is for you to go after this. Like, you could become like CEO of LinkedIn, but that's about it.
Hmm. Oh, for sure. I'm definitely on the chair. I'm a chair on the board of directors now. And let me tell you, we got a lot of directing to do.
Oh, we got a lot of directing to do for sure. I'm glad you found my message to join this call because
Eric
I have to
DMs
direct
me.
you. Yeah, I have to
Eric
direct
DMs me
you
on
to
LinkedIn.
my. There you go.
I'm spoiling your silly little story right now.
Thank you for cutting me off and spoiling my story. Thank you. Um, Speaking of spoiled, I think I ate a
Intriguing.
spoiled. I think I ate a spoiled little slutty little at Subway the other day, Ty,
Oh,
because I
you
went
did
to the
not.
good old US of A, and
Mm-hmm.
they make a mean sandwich over there. They make
Mm-hmm.
a mean fucking sandwich, bro.
You see, I thought when you said spoiled, you were gonna talk about your most recent cop, but unfortunately, it's the sour side of spoiled.
Mm. Do you look at my purchase history on Essence as like a novel or something? And like I'm about to spoil it for you?
Yeah, I like to keep tabs on you. I follow your Grailed wish list, and I got the Essence password, the coveted Eric password. So I keep tabs on you on what's coming to your apartment, what's in flight.
That would be a cool flex. Like just have the password to my Essence account. Like you couldn't
Mm-hmm.
do anything. Like you couldn't like return it. You couldn't return stuff. Like I have it with me. You can't change my payment information either. It's all Apple Pay, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty locked down. That's good. Good clean
hmm
profile. So
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't that type. Yeah.
it would be pretty inspiring for you to see what a tier three customer account looks like at Essence.
Oh, sure. Yeah. What do you get there with tier three? Early access or just exclusive discounts?
You get early access to the exclusive discounts.
Both.
But you also, Ty, you get a free magazine in the mail every season. And I don't think I've opened a single one, but they sit on my coffee table and they look pretty good as, they stack. They start to get higher and higher. The
Mm-hmm.
stacks get taller and taller. But outside of that, I think you get like better customer service, which didn't come in handy last holiday season, I'll tell you that.
Mm, I guess so. Well, you're competing with all the other tier threes for a online personal style advisor robot. It's a
Yeah, I
tricky
just want
situation.
I just want someone to validate me and tell me that Rick Owens tank top see-through that that I got looks good with my nipples showing.
uh, those side cups are so funny. Are those the ones that go down to like your quads? They're like the shape of like a single bed sheet, a
Yes,
pillowcase.
you're exactly right. It looks like something you would like wrap a present in or something.
Mm.
I guess I
But it
like
has the
it.
translucency of like a clear plastic bag.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to have like really cute nipples to wear that kind of shirt tie. Like
Hmm.
you can't be out here like Nick Jonas with the pepperoni nips.
Hmm. No, you have to do some like nipple sculpting exercises at the gym. I don't know if there's a class at at the gym for that,
Hmm. It
but
probably is. It's called the chest press.
oh, there you go. See, you're a bit of a gym rat. But
Hmm.
the other challenge and the other ignorable one, Eric, is that if you got an ugly belly button, there's no exercise is going to fix that. You gotta get surgery.
If you got the Emrata belly button, then you have to like, go to Dr. Miami to get that one.
Exactly.
Might as well throw
So,
in BBL at that point too.
man, Equinox should just start doing surgeries. Like, it seems like the natural next step in that business.
That's really smart because that's the only reason why anyone goes there is to look
Hmm.
hotter. Like
Hmm.
people who spend that much, like go there to look hot and to look hot in front of other hot people.
Hmm. Yeah, you're not really there to get like ripped. Like, you're not like Muscle Beach ripped at Equinox. You're there to be like toned and flirty, you know?
Toned and flirty is like the perfect like cross section that I want to like live at. That's the intersection I want to build a home at, you know?
Yeah, totally. I live in the corner of toned and flirty. So it makes it like you don't need to like hit the elliptical to get there. There's other methods, and the Equinox business model is pretty one-dimensional right now.
Yeah, you're right. You have to go work out, you know. No amount of eucalyptus chilled towels will like get you the 8 pack that you can get, after one
Hmm.
consultation.
Exactly. So, something to think about. So if you could, I would sign up for Equinox tomorrow if they could fix my belly button. I'm a little bit too inny. I'm a little too inny.
Too inny.
Too inny.
I've never heard that. I've heard of like, Audis, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to go in, just bloop, just press that right back in there.
Poke it in there.
Um, but yeah, I've never heard of two innie. I might qualify for a two innie as well because
Mhm.
I got a goddamn crater.
Yeah, exactly. You clearly don't want to be like you don't want to be too outy because then it looks like your stomach is like the bottom of a balloon. And that's never flattering. But you don't want to be too inny either because like
Mm,
you got like a whole cave system in there and like no one wants to go spelunking in that. You want a little bit of comfort knowing there's an end to that crevice.
exactly. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I think when you're thinking about the Rick Owens bedsheet T-shirt, I would factor in the belly button perception just as much as your nipples.
hmm Yeah, you're absolutely right. Speaking of bed sheets, are you copying the JJJJound Tekla taupe duvet cover, or what?
I'm thinking about it. I like the palette. It it's not too different than any like other bed sheet though. So I would be sleeping in at night knowing that I'm the only one that knows that this is in my bed. So it's a
Mm,
very like personal relationship. You know, you can flaunt
but
it to the right people, but they don't. I don't know. Most people won't care.
I mean, you're absolutely right. But that's what JJJJound is. Everything is just like the exact same as another object, but you're paying
Hmm.
JJJJound prices for it.
Hmm.
But luckily, because JJJJound is the new Supreme, there's a nice big logo in the bottom corner. So rest assured, pun intended, Ty, that you can flex your new purchase to anyone who may accompany you to bed.
Hmm. I have noticed a direct correlation with the rising popularity of JJJJound and the increasing size of the logo when embossed on things. It's
Mm-hmm.
getting bigger along with the brand name.
You're absolutely right. No one's buying the fucking chinos. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
there's
People want people want the fucking wine opener because it's got the logo engraved on it, and you can leave it
yeah,
out.
dude. They want the hoodies with the logo. They want the tote bags. They
Exactly.
want a billboard. People just want to buy a billboard.
Yeah. Sad world we live in, Ty, as we both wear for designer items on our body, on our person.
Hmm. I don't know, man. Are you gonna get the collab? Are you gonna cop some new sheets? You a freak with these
I've
sheets?
had, well, I made a mistake and bought some. Before I bought some bed sheets, not the Joan ones. I just bought regular bed sheets, like right before I learned what Tekla was.
Mm,
And so therefore I feel like an idiot. But now that I have like new ones, I'm, just gonna be shitting and pissing on them until I can justify a new set.
yeah, I get that. Just really mess them up. Run some extra mileage on. Pretend they're a rental.
Exactly. Leave them on the floor. But yeah, I'll probably get some Tekla ones. Like they've been on my shopping list for quite a while anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I am in a relationship, it's just dumb. Like spend a lot of money on stuff that is supposed to get you laid. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like the whole point of buying that is to like come home and be like, hey, look, hey, lady, look at
Mm-hmm.
my fresh Tekla sheets. Like, oh God, like let me get in them. But now that we're both married, it doesn't really matter that much.
That's a good point. You can decide on those sheets together with your partner and go for more of a
Exactly.
value sheet.
You could go for more of a value sheet or something that like girls like comfort.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, unfortunately, my sheet set isn't even available for purchase on Essence, which is a
Dude, I'm
like
so sorry to hear that.
I know. I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. But I got a sheet set from a place called Maison Tess, which we originally like collaborated with LP to align on a brand to purchase from. And through that
Oh,
collaboration process, we landed on Maison Tess because it was Canadian made and had sustainability at the forefront of their sheet production. As you know, sheets are wreaking havoc on the environment.
So does that
So
mean it comes with a lower thread count?
I thought we don't do iCloud, don't do email, don't do thread count.
Dude, you're listening too much to Casper's propaganda,
Yeah. So
piloting the
I don't
low
know.
thread count movement.
So okay, answer for me now, Eric, live on the pod. Does thread count matter?
I wish I knew, Ty. I wish I could tell the difference of thread count. Um, you're right. It's probably the biggest hoax known to man. But I'm sure, I've never had more than one set at a time. So I can never be like, oh yeah, that definitely, these two, hand in hand, they both feel different. One may be better. And I would do like a blind test or something.
Hmm.
But I can't do that. I don't have the resources at home to do that. And you'll never catch me at a sleep country.
That's a good point, Eric. I don't really know how to figure this out. The internet is just fraught with fake news in all
Hmm
domains. This is no
But Ty,
exception.
more is always better though, because like think about back in the day when the herbs and cheese had like a high herb count, and
Mm-hmm.
nowadays it's like I went to Washington, which
Mm-hmm.
like send your thoughts and prayers when you have a chance.
Never
But
go there.
I went there to the Subway, right? And
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's the new menu, but they don't have no herbs on top of the bread. I had to ask for herbs in the bread, Ty,
What?
because you know, I when I got it, it was like a baby's bottom,
So
wiped
was there
clean.
cheese? Was there still like clearly evidence of caked on shreds of cheddar?
Kind of. It looked a little bit like the Great Barrier Reef after years pollution and oil spills.
Mm, big
You
red,
know? Yeah,
nary a
exactly.
speck of oregano in sight.
hmm Kind of like the Great Brie Reef. If you get my grift,
Well
my
done. Hell
grift.
yeah. Well done. That
um,
sucks, Eric. So is the herbs and cheese a endangered species then?
I thought you said indigenous species, and and I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably gone forever, to be honest. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I really want to just like get right into it. Why do sandwiches in the States, why are they so fucking loaded? They're so much bigger down there. It's insane. I had a footlong. I was so full. I skipped dinner. So I had it for lunch. I skipped that following dinner, and I skipped the following lunch too.
Damn.
I did 28-hour fast.
Dude, that sandwich is like moved into your stomach. It is its new studio apartment.
Rent free in my gut.
It's like the culinary equivalent of an inchworm maybe inside you. It might be growing longer in your stomach lining.
It's literally a 12-inch worm.
Sounds like a great
Oh,
episode title. Um,
bingo.
the okay, so they are meatier down there. They do it bigger, and like
They do it
that's
bigger,
crazy
baby.
for us. You know, we walk down there and we just get like punched in the face by a thick boy footlong. But like,
Hmm.
imagine being an American, and for some reason you have to go to Canada, like maybe on business, or perhaps you go to Banff. I don't know why Americans would ever
Hmm.
go north, but
Higher
in the event,
quality of life.
yeah, yeah. I'm thinking more tourists, but yeah, permanently relocating makes plenty of sense in 2022. But you go up to Canada. It's a weekend trip. You got some conducting some meetings with Lululemon founder Chip Wilson in the morning, and then in the afternoon, you're hoping to hit the ski hill. You swing in between sessions to the subway. You order what you think is 12 inches of massive sandwich that you're used to back home, and this limp dick footlong is served to you in like in wrapped in paper, and you look at this like, why is this sandwich so small? Like, at least we're on the positive end of this situation.
Hmm.
Like, the sandwich conversion rate is off.
Hmm. You're right. Yeah, you're spending. I guess you're spending less when you come here, so you deserve a smaller sandwich. Like, you're
Mhm.
not gonna come here and flex your American dollars and like get what you want. Like that's not gonna happen, buddy.
No, we're not falling for that bullshit. But
I think
well,
it's
I think
because
that
Ty,
oh
no one
yeah.
needs to consume that much food. Like there's like really
Mm,
no reason ever. So like unless you're somebody who like keeps the sauce count low
hmm.
and then like keeps one half for dinner, like there's no reason for you to like consume that much like food. Like I think it was like 1,500 calories in one sandwich. Like that should not be possible.
Yeah, dude, you can like power a Tesla with that much energy.
Yeah, I think that like the myth that calories equal energy is complete bullshit. Because, dude, I was on my ass after that sandwich. I was like straight to the couch, didn't move for like a good 12 hours, and then like woke up like in the middle of the night, like thirsty.
Sounds like you got like roofied by your footlong.
I feel like I got roofied when I walked in. I felt taken advantage of, Ty, when I walked
Mm,
in there.
I hate that feeling. Well, that's really challenging, Eric.
Hmm.
I I will keep that in mind next time I visit an American Subway location. Maybe I'll drop a sauce. I'm the sauce boss, but I could go with one or two less. Uh, it probably is at the end of the day the meats though. That's where you're gonna like they're gonna mess you up. They have like the FDA has like way looser meat restrictions than proud Alberta beef.
Mm. I also, yeah, you're right. I also ordered the Supreme Meats.
Mm,
So that was probably what did me in. But I will say that that wasn't my intention going in. When I walked in, I was, ready to spread the gospel, Ty. I immediately asked my sandwich artist, "Hey, do you guys still have the falafel?"
wow,
Yeah,
that's
and she was, and she looked at me real confused and like looked over her shoulder a couple times, and then like responded, "Actually, we don't have any falafel, but we have wraps and normal bread."
good. Wait, so our girl thought the falafel was a grain choice?
Yeah, she thought it was a base. And this,
No.
yeah, which is really funny because like a falafel wrap is like also a thing, but she
Hmm.
said like no, but we have wraps. It's like does she think the
Hmm.
falafel is like a special type of wrap?
I don't even know what she could have. She didn't mishear it. No word sounds like falafel. It
She
has
she
no
repeated it
rhymes.
back to me.
So this is clearly a problem with the definition.
Hmm. But the fact that she said normal bread, was really funny to me. I had a little chuckle, I had a smile, and then I was like, I'm just fucking with you. Let me get the number four.
The supreme meats. You should have gone
Yeah,
with the
pretty much.
JJJJound meats because JJJJound is supreme. But Eric. I'm astounded. Like I have never in my life looked at as 12 inches of Italian herb and cheese and thought, yes, normal bread.
There's nothing normal about it, really. Like it's too long. There's stuff on the bottom, and the top, and there is like just the shape. It's just fascinating to me that someone would think that's normal.
Yeah, the whole thing's whack as hell. Like Subway has had to like really train society, like decades of propaganda to convince us that the sandwich that they're making is a sandwich, like a real sandwich. And you can tell it's an uphill battle. Every year there's a new scandal about like whether like it's like a crack in their like puppet mastered plan. It's like, oh, the tuna isn't real, and they're like, oh, shut that shit down. We need people to think this is a real sandwich. You know?
Yeah, you're right. The fact that it's a sandwich might be the only real thing about it. Like none of the ingredients are real, but
Yeah,
put anything between two buns and it's a sandwich, you know?
dude. Yeah, it's a spoof witch. That's what it is. Because it's got me tripping.
Or a snub witch.
Ooh.
Yeah, but yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me get the normal bread.
Mm-hmm. Call.
Yeah, footlong herbs for the boy. But I did do a last minute substitution, pun not intended, um, because my sandwich came with, I think, provolone. And I was like, you know what? Let me get the mozzarella. And she put like some thick slices of fresh mozzarella in there. And it
Mm,
was so good. It was like just perfect.
I would
The
really carry the
creaminess balanced
sandwich.
it out. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I love that for you. Um,
Really.
oh, you got me craving Subway. You know who else has been craving Subway lately, Eric?
What?
Jason Momoa.
Oh shit.
Let me add some context to that sentence. Uh, in our hometown, recorded live here in Vancouver, Canada, Jason Momoa, the Aquaman legend, was spotted earlier this week grabbing a late night snack at a local Subway.
Do
Some
we have
users,
the ID of the subway?
I've been watching the TikToks that the superstar was spotted in, and I am not able to establish the location. I'm not even able to establish quite what he was ordering. All I can tell is that the Aquaman star is like trying to order. He's near the end of the line. He's in the sauce section, and there's just like a bunch of people talking. And they're all really drunk, so it's really hard to make sense of things. But he's there
Mm.
clearly. His hair
Well,
is like looks like Shreddis.
well, you could maybe do it based on like which ones are 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We have to send it to that guy. That guy on like I don't know, TikTok or like Instagram Reels who just like guesses locations of stuff on like Google Maps.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that guy? Yeah, I'm gonna find like uh where this captcha was taken, and he just does it in like an afternoon.
Damn. Some
We
people
gotta we
got way
gotta
too
hire
many
that guy.
vacation days.
Exactly. Way too many days alone at the crib.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this what your CERB money gets turned into? Is new hobbies? Um,
Actually, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But
I do like
yeah,
I do
maybe
like the
maybe
idea,
flip
Eric.
me flip me that TikTok reel tie, and I'll do my best to locate the giant. There it is.
Yeah. If you
Um,
can't track it down, we can always hire a PI on Fiverr or something.
okay, let me see here, Ty. We got this. Oh, what we got
Yeah.
here? Drunk at Subway, 3 a.m. Okay,
Okay. So it has to be a
so
20.
yeah, the Subway at Davie Street is 24 hour. Dude,
Okay,
they all
so
look okay. Wait, all these subways look the exact same, so we're fucked.
no, I'm like trying to ID it. I'm like, okay, there's fake brick on the walls. I think I see
Yeah.
a plant.
Oh man,
Okay, so the Dune actor
Sando.
has a net worth of $25 million. So he's not staying at your like 4 star and under hotel. He's staying at like either like the Pan Pacific, or maybe he's at the Douglas, or maybe like a boutique hotel in Gastown. Like the man is like, we can ID like where his location would be in the
Hmm.
city, and then at 3 in the AM, like where does someone worth 25 mil go to party? Like the park?
Hmm.
I don't really know.
Well, you know what, Ty? At the bottom of this article, it says he's also been spotted dining at Chipino's,
Mm,
and Marutama Ramen. And if I'm not mistaken, Ty, those are both in Yaletown. So
you're
there's a good chance that this was at the Yaletown subway.
Dude, the mainland location, 1000 Mainland Street in Yaletown is open 24/7. I'm gonna say it was that one. I'm calling it.
Dude, go to the Snap Map right now.
Good call, good call. Let's see what's there.
Yeah, there's a good chance that if you zoom in on the subway, you'll see a story. Watch it be me, like taking a selfie with him.
Oh shit. Yo, I actually took a photo outside that subway location once, because the sign on the window, there was a neon sign and it said fresh bread, but the neon sign had like melted and then half of it had turned off. So it looked like this really like derelict
Fresh.
dystopian fresh bread sign.
Or maybe it just changed and it said fresh head.
Fresh bread. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Um, that's interesting. Yeah, that subway, I used to work near it, and why do like all software developers love Subway so much? Because like every job I've worked at, they all like go there, they flock to Subway during work.
Mhm.
And I only started going until, you introduced me to it, this drug.
Yo, it's because the engineers love to engineer things, and they don't have to deal with any like requirements or designers there. They just get to build, you know?
Hmm.
So I've just checked the snap map. There's no information or videos of Jason Momoa at that subway location, but who knows? Like the youth are on TikTok now, and you have to be pretty young to be up at 3 in the morning.
All I see on the Snap Map around there is this brown guy by himself, shirtless, eating butter chicken.
Cool.
Um,
What is an actor with $25 million order at Subway, Eric? Like, are they getting the supreme meats like you?
well, Ty, you've seen him. He's a huge guy, so he's probably bulking. He's probably ordering lots of protein.
Hmm.
What's the highest protein sandwich?
Good question. Maybe steak and cheese.
I want to say probably like a chicken one. I think chicken's good protein.
Lucky for you, this has already been answered by Google. The highest protein Subway sandwich is the chicken bacon ranch melt with 76 grams of protein per every 12 inches.
Holy shit, that's pretty high.
That is pretty high, dude. Like, what's in like a scoop of your powder?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Why are you bulking with fucking flour when you could be having footlongs?
I'll tell you why, because I don't want to like just lay around in bed all day after a
Damn.
scoop of protein.
Yo, I bet your supreme meats was like 1,500, one for every calorie.
Dude, yeah. Honestly, that place serves up some big old fucking sandwiches. Maybe it's like because they know like it's like a border town
Yeah.
and like it's people who just like pull up in vehicles only, right? There's no walking traffic. So it's you know, people who are driving long distances. And as we know, Ty, Subway is a road tripper's it's a mirage in the distance, when you see Subway
Mm.
sign when you're driving on the I-5.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a bit of a challenge though, Eric. The chicken bacon ranch may be the highest protein sandwich on the menu, but it's also one of the least healthy. It's 570 calories. Um,
Oh, well, calories don't
it's
necessarily mean unhealthy, Ty, as we covered earlier. It's energy. That's what
I
that's
guess
what Biden wants you to think.
But the dressing, like the ranch and the fattiness of the bacon, like overall, it's not like their best offering if you're like being healthy. Now, I don't know about you, but I live a jet setting lifestyle where I'm eating out almost every meal. And I find that it wears on my body. It's a lot of sodium, it's a lot of like fat
Hmm.
and a
Hmm.
lot of deep fried shit. And like when you're eating out every single day, that catches up to you real quick. You start to feel bad. You start to crave a lighter meal. I'd imagine that our friend Momoa is in a similar situation here where he wants to like load up on protein, but he also wants to pick a meal that isn't like going to add to his probably 3 year long streak of eating in every meal. Like every meal is probably takeover for that dude. So what do you do in that situation? How do you balance that?
I really don't know because he obviously is living a jet setting lifestyle too. Like he doesn't live here. You know what I mean? He's
Mm-hmm.
probably living in LA, comes up here to work. You know, we are Hollywood North after all, so he is most likely eating. It's either Subway or room service at 3 a.m. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I guess at 3 a.m. you have to assume that you're going to make some decisions you're going to regret. And you're also in a little bit of a treat yourself mentality. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if this dude went for, I don't know, the meatball marinara.
I mean, he ranch kind of guy, man. What kind of
Yeah,
last
he
name
does.
Momoa? Where's that from?
I don't
I
know.
keep thinking Samoa, but that's too close.
Where is the. I wish I had a producer that could Google all this shit for me. I don't like doing it live on the pod.
We're gonna hire like a little hot type, you know?
Yeah,
What you
totally.
got
Someone
for
with
us?
glasses. The Momoa surname is predominantly in Oceania. I don't know where the hell Oceania is.
That's, that's just the ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, it's just the ocean. Oceania. Okay, so it looks like you'll find it in the United States, in Papua New Guinea, a little bit in the Congo, and a little bit in Nigeria.
Hmm. Can you tell me if what Samoa is? Is it Samoa? Is that an island or a place? What is that? Can you just
I think
inform
it's
everyone
a.
on the call?
I think samosa is a snack, Eric.
So he's Indian. Okay, great.
Now, Samoa is a small island country in the central South Pacific Ocean. Duh. It's actually
So
a
so I was right.
couple islands. It's a few islands. Yeah,
Hmm. Interesting.
which technically is Oceania. Like Oceania is like east of Australia, and that's where like Fiji is, the Cook
Oh.
Islands. Um, Maybe Papua New Guinea's part of that. I don't know
Hmm.
where New
Hmm.
Zealand falls into that. It's like
Hmm.
the sleeper continent, you know, a continent of many parts.
Hmm. It's the swimmer continent.
Hmm. Yeah, no point owning a car there.
Yeah.
Hey, I drove a smart car the other day.
Can you tell me what it was like to drive a car like smaller than your lunch?
Yo, it's wild. Those things are wild because like um it just feels like you're like ripping down the highway at 80 kilometers an hour in like a golf cart.
Yeah.
You're like,
Dude,
this is like it's like rattly and like you feel like you're gonna fall out.
they're like the my least favorite car. And I saw you had the like the first gen, like the iPhone 3G version.
Hell yeah, dude, that shit runs on diesel.
Yeah, dude, those things are cursed. Like, the later ones, what I actually like about the later ones is the turn radius is like absolutely nuts on them. So you can do
Mm,
like a 180, like you could just like turn around on like a
mm.
one-way single lane street.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like just
incredible.
doing a little
So
twirl.
yeah, it just fucking spins in place. Like if you go to like if you're driving, you see a parking spot on the other side, you can just like
Hmm.
turn around and go into it.
That's amazing.
It's incredible. Like car to go used to have them all around Vancouver, and I used to
Hmm.
just like destroy every single one of them.
Hmm. Yeah, RIP car to go. Eric made them extinct
I single-handedly like
exclusively.
deleted the company.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, dude. But those cars are scary. I remember when they used to have the older ones, and it was like a hazard. So I'm glad you made it out safe.
Me too, man. Me too.
Hmm.
Cool. Well,
Speaking of making it out safe, let's let's cut this episode off.
I think that's a good idea. Quit while we're ahead, right? We had a good run.
We had a pretty
35
good
minutes
run.
in. I'm happy with our content today. I think it could be
Yeah,
better, but it could certainly be worse.
content can always be better, but that's for tomorrow's episode, Ty.
Hell yeah.
Today, all we're focusing on is reducing the length. That way, you can fit this into your drive to work, your
Mm-hmm.
lunch break, your, drive home, wherever you
Perhaps a
choose to
long
go.
poop.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Okay. Well, it's nice chatting with you, Ty. I'll see you on Friday.
Think fresh, everybody. Ciao.
And sign our petition.
Yo, yes.